MarineLand is situated in Niagara Falls, Canada, and with it being home to lots of marine life and rides, there is no wonder it is so popular. However, today we're gonna count down the top 10 rides at MarineLand. Starting off at number 10, we have Ocean Odyssey, and no matter whether you want to ride an octopus or are just looking for another fun family attraction, then this rather fishy experience is a must-do. Ding ding. Themed towards, believe it or not, a mix of both marine life as well as a steampunk mechanics, you will get the opportunity to board one of many creatively designed ride vehicles above the water. Nevertheless, what I particularly love about this ride is that not only will you get to spin, but by using the lever provided, you can make yourself rise up and down for the duration of the ride. And you do not need to be a rocket scientist to know. That is amazing. It is time for our first roller coaster on the list. As for our number 9 spot, we have Ladybug Coaster. And as you can probably guess by the name, this is your classic Ladybug Coaster. However, that does not mean it isn't a must-do, as once you have boarded the bug, and for the best experience, we would recommend the back row. You will rise up and a very small lift hill before a series of banked airtime hills, not once, not twice, but not 3 times, but a total of 4 times. And so with all of this and so much more, including the fact that it is another coaster credit, this ride does not bug me at all. You can't have a theme park without a family drop tower, and MarineLand is no exception, as taking our number 8 position we have Orca Screamer. And wow, this ride may be short, but it sure is a perfect ride for the little thrill seekers out there, with you being able to board with up to 9 others a ride vehicle, which will then be lifted to the top of the tower and then drop and bounce, all whilst you also spin around. How awesome is that? So if you think you have what it takes to brave the Orca Screamer, I promise you that you will have a whale of a time. Okay, I've got to stop now. For our number 7 spot on our top 10 list, we are going to take a trip into the sky with no other than Wave Swinger, the park swing attraction. And therefore, before we do begin to talk about the ride itself, with it being a very common type of flat ride, if you're heading to the park on a busy day, then we would suggest riding the more unique attractions first. Nevertheless, if you do get a chance to ride, you will definitely not be disappointed, with you being able to rise and spin throughout the air, causing both you to feel a wind rush against your face, as well as even the biggest thrill seekers in the group to put their hands in the air. Have you ever wanted to fly like a dragon? Well, if so, then you've got to take a ride on our number 6 position, Flying Dragon, as you can do just that. Now, with this ride being situated within the ruins of the castle, just looking at this ride is amazing, with all of its brickwork and medieval theming surrounding it. And I do not want to keep dragging on and on and on, but on ride is so awesome too, with your flying carpet style gondola rocking both back and forth, up and down, faster and slower for the entirety of the ride, creating an experience that you will never ever forget. Top 5, and coming in for this position we have Magic Experience. And trust me when I say, it sure is magically intense. Similar to such attractions as your classic Walters and style rides, once you have boarded the attraction and your lap bars have been lowered, This black bear themed ride will both spin your individual car around as well as the gondola. However, it does not stop there, as halfway through the ride you will begin to rise up and down, all while spinning around. Just make sure not to scream too much, as you may get some people pretty laughing. Get your stick bags ready, as believe it or not, things are continuing to get dizzier with our number 4 spot, Bumble Bee. And where do I begin when talking about this ride? As if I was going to talk about every crazy part, we would literally be here all day. But to start from the beginning, as soon as you have queued up and boarded one of the many bees, you will begin to spin round. But that is nowhere near done yet, as your ride continues with you also and the set of 4 bees also spinning whilst rising up and down and rocking around. So yeah, this family ride is definitely not for the faint of heart. Here we are at the top 3 rides at the park, and for our number 3 position we have no other than Skyhawk, where if you think you have what it takes to ride, you will be able to board one of the many Skyhawks, which will then rise high into the air. Nevertheless, this is not all easy soaring, as not only will you do that, but in addition to this, whilst you are also spinning and rocking for the 2-minute ride, you will see some spectacular views across the park. And so, what are you waiting for? Jump aboard your hawk today and take off into the air. If you are scared of heights, then skip to number 1. As for our number 2 position, we have Sky Screamer, and standing at a height of 300 foot in the air, this is definitely not for the faint of heart. However, nor is it your normal drop tower, as instead of just rising to the top, seeing a spectacular view across the park, and then dropping again on this triple shot tower, you'll be able to choose between one of 3 towers, which will begin by launching you from 0 to 60 miles per hour to the top, followed by a series of drops and bounces, causing, as the name suggests, you to scream a lot. We have made it to the number 1 spot, and in our opinion, for my personal favourite ride at the park, we have the one and the only Dragon Mountain roller coaster. And wow, is this ride amazing or what? Created by the now defunct Aerodynamics. Before we even get onto the ride itself, already it should be a must do. And this only continues on ride with once entered into one of the best queue lines I have ever seen, boarded the very awesome looking car, and climb to the top of that first lift hill. You experience everything and get ready for it, from big drops to your classic double loops to tunnel sections to a bow tie to even a double corkscrew inside of the mountain. And so with all of this, as well as the fact that it is surrounded by some beautiful scenery, there is no doubt that this is the best ride in MarineLand. Thank you all for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.